Today I'm going to be talking about some of the tools and techniques that has really helped me on my healing journey, that's really helped me to heal from chronic depression, to improve my mental health. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the really spiritual things that I've done over the past couple of years that I've definitely has seen has improved my mental health. Sharing with you some of these things that I've done. I've struggled with chronic depression for several years, and it has really impacted my relationships with other people, my ability to take care of myself, my ability to function in society. And I was someone who always wanted to seek out natural ways to heal from my depression. It got to a point where I got really fed up of trying to cope with my depression. I really wanted to get to the root of it. I really wanted to get deep into what was really causing it and get down to really changing that or making that shift or changing something about my life that, will overall improve my mental health. And I definitely have found, tools and techniques on my healing journey that has really worked for me. I implemented these things over a period of years. It has definitely been many years of being disciplined with these practices, discipline with these techniques that, I've definitely have seen how much of an improvement it has made on my life, on my mental health. So, the first thing that I've done on my spiritual journey is that I have implemented presence. Presence has been one of the most impactful, I would say, practices. It's a spiritual practice for me because, it really is something that you have to practice and it gets better over time. But, we can really struggle with this, especially if we are struggling with mental health. And I have definitely found that this book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, has been one of the most transformative, life changing books that I've ever read. It has been the first spiritual book that I've read. And ever since reading this book, my life has completely changed because I started to understand how I can surrender to the present moment. As someone who struggled with depression, I know what it's like to be caught up in your mind, to be less here and now, to be less in touch with this reality, to be less in your body. These are things that I've experienced. And when I started to understand presence, I started to practice presence. I started to see that there was more joy that was flooding into my life. I started to become comfortable with knowing that I can reside in that feeling of that present moment. And it became like this grounding technique for me where I truly find myself over and over again seeking out, be more present in my daily life just so that I can feel more grounded. And there's this wisdom that comes with being more present, where you know that when you are in the present moment, you are more connected to source, to God, to the universe than you've ever been. So, it's really about going from the mind to the heart, and presence really helps with that. So, I have found that on my healing journey, something that has made a big difference in my life has been by just being implementing presence, being more present, learning how I can surrender to the present moment. It really got me out of psychological time, which is future and past, and it really got me to be comfortable with this moment, to be accepting of this moment. This book is really nice. Like, I definitely would recommend this book if you are someone who struggles with being in the present moment, you struggle with mental health. This book can really help you. There's a lot of profound spiritual truth in this book, but I would definitely say that there's always a part of us that understands spiritual truth. There's always that part of us that hears spiritual truth and recognizes spiritual truth for what it is. So this book can really help you if you are someone who wants to implement presence. I know that being more present has truly changed my life and it has really improved my mental health. The second thing that I've done is I've developed mindfulness over a couple of years. Um, I definitely have started to become aware of my negative thought patterns. This negative voice in my head that is always trying to relive the past, or, when I'm stuck in my mind, I'm stuck in a lot of pain and suffering that is caused by something that I was unable to let go of in the past. So, it was about recognizing that there's this voice in my head that is, quite negative, and that I can always choose to either listen to it or hear it, and whichever one I choose can make such a difference. So for me, it was about recognizing that I can shift my mindset and really repattern my mind, recondition my mind, change and shift my beliefs that are coming from conditionings that have happened in the past, and that I can really change the beliefs that are causing me suffering and pain, and really adopt better beliefs about myself, recondition my mind, recondition and repattern my subconscious mind. And these are things that has really helped me to shift my mindset. So for me, I have been someone who, has always been, I would say, not mindful in the past. But over the couple of years, practicing mindfulness has definitely shown me how unconscious I've been, and how going forward I can be more conscious of my thoughts. And a lot of times depression is caused by that negative self-talk. It's caused by being stuck in those narratives. And for me, it was about really understanding where these stories are coming from, learning that I can shift these narratives, learning that I can recondition, repattern my mind, and therefore really shift my mindset. So, developing mindfulness over a period of years have definitely led me to a point now where I can definitely say that I have a stronger mindset. I am mentally stronger, and that it has really, given me the chance to understand who I am, understand that I'm not my mind, that I'm the observer of my mind, and that there's this space in which I can reside in, that I can be the observer of my mind and not be so, lost in it. So for me, mindfulness has really changed my mental health so much. It has really improved my mental health. It has also improved my physical health, because when you heal the mind, you also heal the body. So I can definitely say that this has really improved my life. And the next thing that I've done is I've implemented spiritual practices in my life. Over a couple of years, I definitely have found that having a very strong spiritual foundation is really important. And what has really helped me to develop a very strong spiritual foundation is having my yoga and my meditation be my daily practices, and being quite disciplined with these practices. I would definitely say that when I started off with meditation and yoga, I didn't think that I was going to stick to it. But because it resonated so much with me, I felt more aligned, I felt more connected, I felt clearer. I started to practice every day, and have found that over a period of years, what the benefits of these practices have been is that it has improved my mental health. It improved so much about my life, but it most importantly has improved my mental health. So for me, meditation has allowed me to connect deeper with my intuition. It has allowed me to still my mind, develop that mindfulness where I can really connect deeper with my soul. And yoga has also helped me to release a lot of trauma. It has helped me to balance my body. It has helped me to relax into my body and ground myself, which was really important, because, when you are struggling with mental health, it's very important that you find things that ground you. So for me, developing these practices and really sticking to it has really helped me. I definitely have found that, when I am more grounded, I feel more connected, I feel more present, I feel more aware, and that has really helped me to improve my mental health. We have found that, my meditation and yoga practices have been a combination. I've had a combination of both of these, and I've definitely have found that over a period of years, these things have really given me a very strong spiritual foundation. I can definitely say I've been disciplined with this for about 3 to 4 years of my life, and it has really shifted so much about my energy, about my mindset, and it also helped me to heal so much. So, how I started meditation, and if you are someone who's just beginning to meditate or you want to begin meditating, I would suggest that you use your environment. You use, like, I used to put up chimes, I used to light an incense stick, I used to use candles, music to really train my consciousness to focus on something other than my mind and slowly bring that inwardly. This is how you can really train your consciousness to focus on something other than those thoughts in your mind, because it can be really uncomfortable to sit with your mind, especially in the beginning. But it does take time and practice to slowly bring that inwardly and to be able to sit in silent meditation with your mind. I definitely have found that, whatever spiritual practices that you find that really connects you, reminds you that you are a spiritual being having a very temporary human experience, can really help you to heal your mental health, can really help you to heal yourself, and can really help you to shift a lot spiritually, connect deeper with who you truly are. The next thing that I've done that has really helped me to improve my mental health is that I have started to develop a very strong relationship with nature. I've always been someone who used to connect very strongly with nature. I used to be like a nature child, loved being outdoors, loved gardening, you know. Those were like the favorite parts of my childhood, just being outdoors and being free. And so, in this couple of years, I definitely have found that I started to develop a stronger relationship with nature. I started to connect deeper with nature, and I definitely have found that, having that relationship with nature really heals you. It's like when we connect with nature, we connect into a part of ourselves that's so much deeper than what we think we are and who we think we are. And nature can be one of our greatest spiritual teachers. It has been a great spiritual teacher for me. And I definitely have found that nature is everywhere and that I can connect with it at all times. And that there's a lot of relief when you are out in nature. I just find that when I'm out in nature, there's a permission slip to be myself, to be free. And it really connects me to my inner child as well. So for me, I have definitely found that having a very strong relationship with nature, developing a very strong relationship with nature can really heal you. It can balance your nervous system, repair your nervous system. It can really help you to, calm yourself down, also connect deeper. I find that nature can be one of our great spiritual teachers. There's a lot of truth in nature that we can learn. I find that surrender, trust, being in the flow state, these are things that nature has really, really, adapted quite well. And these are spiritual states that, a lot of us still have to learn. And I definitely do look into nature as my spiritual teacher, because, it has definitely helped me over this couple of years to heal, to understand more about myself, and to really better my mental health. And I can definitely say that, when I started to get out in nature, I started to have my breakfast out in nature, then I would take my lunch out in nature, then I'd start meditating in nature, and then I would take my yoga mat in nature. And just it from that moment I knew that there was something here, that there was this energy, this field of energy that comforts me and hugs me, and I find home in this. So I definitely have found that, my relationship with nature is very profound. I've definitely found a lot of relief in nature. And, if you are someone who don't really get outdoors much, I definitely would suggest that you explore that part of yourself, go out in nature, ground yourself. Nature is great for grounding us, keeping us grounded, keeping us in our body, and it can really heal you as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video has helped you in some way. I hope that, you feel inspired in some way or another to perhaps implement some of these techniques in your life and have it be more of a discipline. I can definitely say that these things have truly changed my life over the couple of years, and I am a much more, I would say, better person because of these things. I've definitely improved my mental health so much drastically ever since really implementing these things in my life. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video has helped you in some way. I hope you resonated with this video in some way. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for receiving today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.